Doing an update video on the HK600 GT from Hobby King. After the build and everything, the build went really good. I didn't have any issues whatsoever with the build. Went together just as good as my old T-Rex 600 electric that I had went together. The only thing that I updated on it was the main gear set, which is the main gear and the auto rotation gear, and the 2 belt drive gear pulleys. And I put a set of hardened dampeners in it. The dampeners are in there are like 80s or whatever. These here are 90s that I put in it. You know, I like them better for my flying style. I have no complaints whatsoever with this helicopter. I flew it twice yesterday. I really like it. I'm impressed with it. The servos I'm running are the Trinity BLS cyclic servos, and I'm running the BLS tail servo in it, and they're really nice. I love these cyclic servos and tail servo. I mean, for the money, them are really good too. $130 for this helicopter is a really good deal. I think it is, and I would recommend it to anybody that's getting into the hobby, you know, that's either on a budget or just wants a bare airframe to build up for a 12 cell setup. I'm only running a 6 cell setup on this helicopter, and that's exactly what I had on my T-Rex 600 electric a few months ago that I ended up selling. And this, honestly, it flies just as good as my T-Rex 600 electric does. I can't tell any difference whatsoever. I mean, the only thing that I am going to end up changing are the main blades and the paddles, but that's just personal preference. It's just a little too slow on cyclists for me, and the main blades, you know, just I prefer different main blades for flying 3D. I've checked everything after the flights yesterday. Nothing was hot at all. I mean, all this stuff was actually way cooler than my old Align electronics. I'm running the Trinity 85 amp speed controller, the Trinity Typhoon, the 600 Typhoon motor. I have nothing bad to say about this helicopter. I really like it. I mean, I'm impressed with it. Don't mind my crappy wiring job. You know, I just put it together like this, the wiring and everything, just to get my test flights and everything in. But, you know, like I said, there's no slop whatsoever in the head. You know, after flying it, I'm really impressed with this thing. No slop at all. I mean, nothing bad at all to say about this helicopter. I mean, for $130, man, I really don't think you can beat the price for it. I mean, it flies good, it tracks good. The electronics and everything work perfect. The motor speed controller works really good. I think the motor and speed controller makes more power than the motor and speed controller I had in my T-Rex 600 electric. I mean, this HK600 GT is a really nice helicopter. All carbon frames, all aluminum head, tail. I have no complaints with it whatsoever. But I'm not good this first time ever doing video reviews and stuff, so I'm sure they're not the best, but you know, I'll let the flying and everything speak for the helicopter, which I'm sure it is. You know, if I'm not a pro or nothing like that, but it's holding up pretty good to what I'm doing, so I really like it. I'm happy with it, and I'm sure anyone else that buys this helicopter, they'll be happy with it too. You know, like I said, just change out the main gears, the tail belt drive gears, and if you're in a 3D flying, you can change out the dampeners, put harder dampeners in it. And like I said, blades and paddles, that's personal preference. The tail blades work good enough for me. I have no complaints or worries whatsoever with this helicopter. I'm going to go out and fly the crap out of it more. But I'm happy with it.